In life, we want to have purpose. We want to live with purpose. We want our actions to have meaning. Whether it's a greater meaning or a personal meaning we craft ourselves, it's a part of human life. We want our lives to have meant something. We want the things we did to mean something. We want to be remembered. Living with purpose is gratifying, and believing that we have meaning is what keeps humankind going. We can see with current early 20s protests the demand for change. We want to achieve our goals and change the world. We want our actions to be a part of a greater cause. We want meaning and purpose more than anything. We want our struggles and pains to be a part of a bigger picture, a great plan. From your favourite hobby to fighting on the front lines, everything we do is for a purpose. Cosmic nihilism disagrees. Cosmic nihilism denies and rejects all proposed meaningful aspects of human life and existential purpose by stating that only that which is cosmic in scale holds existential meaning. Unfortunately, it would appear that nothing matters. Everything you do is pointless. All the good and bad things you've ever done mean nothing. They never left the planet, which sounds big, but our planet in the universe that we know of is nothing but a smudge of a smudge, if that. It's funny how we fight climate change even though the sun will eventually burn out the earth anyway. We're fighting to save a dying planet. Our efforts are sadly pointless. In 200 billion years, the universe will end and everything that was ever a part of it will be gone forever, as if it was never there at all. You're not special, you're not remarkable. We are nothing. To quote a Tyler Durden, you're not a beautiful and unique snowflake, you're the same decaying organic matter as everything else. We're all part of the same compost heap. We're all singing, all dancing crap of the world. A passage in the book, How It All Got Started, states, "In the game of life, nobody knows what's going on. Our bodies are born from nothing and shrivel back into that a few decades later. Billions of years have passed before us and billions more will pass ahead of us. In the microcosmic moment we are breathing, we choose our own meaning of life." It hurts being told you're not special or unique. You are most likely part of the grey mass of people who are extremely similar and overall bland. But sadly it's true. I'm going to ask you a question right now. How many people do you remember who have died? I bet you can think of some. Quite a lot, actually. From family members to artists to historical figures to celebrities. Hell, you could probably name thousands. Okay, thousands. Maybe a few thousand if you gave it a really good thought. Remembered some GCSE history and the 27 Club. But the problem is that they are not even unique. Sure, they're way more unique than you or I, as of now, but still not very unique. You see, there has been an estimated 107 to 108 billion humans who have died through the course of our Homo sapien era. There are 7 to 8 billion people on the planet as of now. Thousands remembered out of 107 billion, roughly. It's funny because our brains can't even process those numbers. So when your lights go out and you're thought about for the very last time and you're gone forever, and so is everything you did, everything or person you touched long decayed into nothing, what was the point? There was no point. We are here because, in scientific terms, some fucking atom cell shit mixed up and made boom boom which created the universe and the planets. Sure, a god or a higher entity might have made it, but we'll never know. Ever. So basically, your life only matters to you as of now. You won't be remembered when the sun scorches our planet or when the Milky Way collides to make Milkdrometer or when the atom decays. So, if the things you did don't last, what was the point in doing them? Well, there isn't a point. Forget physics and focus on biology. Us mammals just need to survive. Hump and eat. Pretty much. Now, this way of life could be accepted. We could accept nothing we do really matters, so let's be chill to each other. But it won't be accepted. Ever. This is because of the false prophets and their false prophecies. In religion, a false prophet is a person who falsely claims the gift of prophecy or divine inspiration, or to speak for God, or who makes such claims for evil ends. Well, that's the basic definition. The false prophets lied to you. They told us God would reward good and punish evil. They told us we could be whatever we wanted. The false prophecy was that you are special and you can achieve whatever you want, as long as you work towards it. Hard work is rewarded. What you put in, you get back. They told us we were going to be famous or save the world, but they lied. The false prophets rejected cosmic nihilism because they feared the void. They feared the abyss of nothingness. They spoke false prophecies about riches and happiness, change and power. The false prophets told us God was watching. False prophets told us we were the chosen ones. They were wrong. Their ignorance consumed their minds till they were nothing but a sedated and lucid shell of a person. They reject nihilism because they don't even realise we are all false prophets. The egotistical ideologies of mankind's psychology plagues the earth and all those within its reach. We are the false prophets. Throughout history and to this day, many give their lives to the false prophecies. They are blinded by lies. From the kamikazes of World War II Japan, sacrificing their lives for their country and emperor, to the men in the Middle East rigging themselves with bombs and screaming praise God as they exit their mortal coil in a blast of fury. To reject nihilism because it is painful. The truth is painful, the truth hurts. It is not warm and comforting. There is no great light or cause. Massacre upon massacre in the name of nothing. Blood spilled for deluded fallacies and false prophecies. They lie to you, you lie to yourself, you lie to others. Fuck the false prophets. There is no God, and if there is or was, they are nothing more than a sick, twisted creature not worthy of worship. Fake books written by ancients forcing you into their cult mean nothing because they are lies. It's a bid for power and control. As humans, we have no control over anything. Our lives are unpredictable and confusing, so we try to control others. I see everywhere I go. My time spent in college had partly shown me the lie we all live. When studying music, I realised every single person there thought they were different. They had the gift. They were going to make it, they were different. Become famous and be remembered as iconic. Their music changing the world. But they never did. It didn't matter how talented they were, how much they wanted it, how hard they worked, how hard they tried. They were never going to get it. Because the success and fame most of us crave is just luck of the draw. From your genetics to your opportunities and surroundings, everything is a random and uncontrollable lucky chance. Our very existence and consciousness is nothing more than potluck. It's crazy when you realise that nothing happens on purpose. Whether free will is an illusion or not, every cause and action is nothing but a random chaotic event. If you've seen the movie Whiplash, Naaman puts blood, sweat and tears into trying to be the greatest. He sacrifices everything. The director even said he believed Naaman achieves great success and probably dies young. So Naaman gives his life for his music and to be remembered. He wanted to have an impact on the world, but the sad truth is that he's only one of many trying to do so. The world changes every day. Your impact and presence is significantly unremarkable. Very few people have the naturally wired motivation and persistence required for consistent successes. Even fewer have the luck of valuable opportunity and chance. I find self-help books and seminars pointless. Sure, they have the right advice on mindsets, they're not wrong. However, successful people don't need self-help and self-improvement books or seminars. That's because they already know the stuff they tell you. The key attributes and qualities are already a part of their mindset. It's wired into them already. So if you need self-help, you're already at a disadvantage because on top of the grind and luck required, you also need to adopt the winner's mindset. Tony Robbins, aka False Prophet. But what's even the point of making it to the top? Oh yeah, we can find non-existent meaning and purpose in the grind and underdog story of working our way up. Yet we will still be empty inside. The legends who say you can make it too are liars. Are we, the children of the earth, supposed to aspire to anything when our role models and icons end up being paedophiles? But then again, what do you expect? Who knew giving narcissistic sociopaths unlimited wealth, power, influence and opportunities could possibly go wrong? Not everyone can achieve success. This is because of the hierarchy in society. And no, communism doesn't work. The hierarchy will always exist. Naturally, people are on different intelligence or physical strength levels. So even though we're told no matter where you start, you can get to the top, not everyone can. Some people just don't have it in them, and by some I mean most. And even if they do, they're just not lucky enough. The hierarchy makes it easier to value a person's life and control them. It's almost like natural selection. For example, the Special Forces Group SAS have a selection course that has around a 90% failure rate. It's interesting because every person applies for it thinking they'll make it, that they'll be in that top 10%. They all want it. Fuck the old and the new false prophets. Damn the men who wrote the god-forsaken books about the heavens that caused generations of genocides. Damn ourselves for telling us lies to give us meaning to fill the void of nihilism that sits in the back of every person's mind until the ignorance and blind faith causes us to self-destruct. Why should I kill and die for my gang? Why should I kill and die for my country? Why should I kill and die for my God? We sacrificed enough by allowing them to enslave us. Now they want our blood. It's ironic. They give their lives for their cause, blinded by ignorance and lies. They feared and rejected the nihilistic void of eternal oblivion, but in their sacrifice, their only reward was death's void of eternal oblivion. Nihilism is peace. When you accept nothing matters, suddenly the things that plagued your mind aren't as apparent. I know I must sound like some sort of madman or Rick Sanchez ripoff. I'm not sure which is worse, but personally, I'm sick of the lie we live. Yes, you should try achieve your goals in life. You might have success, or you might not. It's a matter of chance. If we are nothing and nothing matters, then it says it right there. Nothing, aka us, matters. Which means we do matter, if we make ourselves matter. Make your own meaning in life, even if it's cosmically meaningless. Nihilism makes our problems redundant, which means we don't need to panic and stress as much. We shouldn't live how other people want us to. There's so much needless corruption and horror in the world, but if we just accept that, hey, nothing truly matters in the great scheme of things, we'd get along better. Sadly, history will repeat itself. It's in our DNA. But why we have to constantly fight over who or what is in power is ridiculous. People complain about what religion you follow or what political system you follow. They're all the same, just splitting hairs. They all meet up in the middle. They all end up causing a genocide one way or the other. They are nothing. It doesn't matter who's in charge. History repeats itself no matter what. Nihilism is peace because it actually gives your life more value. Funnily enough, you don't need to die for a cause. You don't need to sacrifice everything because it's all in vain anyway. But hey, maybe I'm no cosmic nihilist or a false prophet.